We're on. Welcome back to day 1, wave 2 of the Ibiza activation. And we continue here today with Cendrine Sauvenier, who, I'm not sure if you gave us an introduction, Cendrine.
No.
But you're actually New Zealand based. You're Belgian-born.
Yes.
So you've been living in New Zealand for 17 years.
Yes.
So this is a rare opportunity. Like you were telling us before you got the message, the download, you got to come to Ibiza. It just so happened she's friends with Rob Gauthier, who was with us last week. He was like, no way, you're in Ibiza. And here you are. Yeah, it's amazing. I just loved that session. I spoke to everybody. And most of you, everybody was like, pedal it shit. Wow. Man, I feel good. I feel really big. Yeah. So now we continue with your second workshop on light language activation. And we noticed you were doing a lot of that as you were speaking. So I will hand over to you, but it would be great also for you to actually explain how that's coming through and what light language is.
Yes, of course.
Over to you. Thank you, Cendrine.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, yeah. And I'm like, and just before I finish, Cendrine is, because it's rare that she's here in Ibiza, it's a rare opportunity to book a one-on-one, and you're going to be here till maybe to the 31st.
Yeah.
So if you can't book in something today, talk to Cendrine in the break. You'll be able to potentially book on another day.
Yes.
Here.
Because I don't offer one-on-one sessions anymore at all, so it's a rare opportunity.
Yeah, great. And so talk to Cendrine, and then I'm going to steer you away to do a little podcast interview back and work around it. Okay, thank you. Over to you, Cendrine.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, everyone. So to see you here again. So now I love that this workshop is coming after the dragons, because there was one of the codes, if you remember, of these 4 codes, which is bold bravery. And often this is what we need to activate more light language, because we can be a bit shy when it comes to activating light language. So it feels awkward and things like that. So first, because I don't really know you guys and where you are at with light language, I would just love to know, and it's just to know how I orient what I'm going to talk about, who is completely new with light language, like you don't speak it, you've never really heard of it. It's like, okay, I know it's a thing, but like light language is pretty weird. Okay. Who is familiar with it? You've heard about it, you speak it, or like you are really interested. Yeah? Okay, wonderful, great. Some did not raise their hands. That's very good, very good. Thank you very much for that. So there are many ways that different people out there explain light language, and I love it all, because what I really want to share first is the way that I work. I try to work to the best of my ability from a place of sovereignty. So I know that a lot of people will resonate to my teachings and a lot won't, and that's okay. And so the way I explain certain things, or I swear or I speak, it's a lot of people like it, but it's not for everyone. And I share this with you because it is the same with everything. You know, a lot of us, when we go through a journey, we start hearing channels or spiritual teachers and people out there, and we start kind of like plugging in their field, and for a while we just think that what they say is true. But as I work in a place of sovereignty, I would love to invite you, and I should have said that before the dragon workshop, I realized, but it's like if there is something that comes into your field and it's kind of like, I'm not quite sure about that, does not mean anything about anything. It's just not aligning right now, and that's all there is to it. And so when I share about light language, I have some excellent friends at our channels, as you might guess, we just tend to hang out. And some are like light language specialists. And so they know like that's the Andromedan, that's the Lemurian. It's fascinating. I just absolutely love it. And some of my students have gone to study more into the light language specialty, there. But for me, I work in a different way, in a way that, to me, light language is the language of our soul. And so therefore, it is a unique language. And because we are multidimensional hybrids, at times it comes as very flowy and ethereal and angelic, or like more Pleiadian, or like softness from Lemurian realms and things like that. And it comes like a dragon, or Syrian light language, pretty intense. So it varies, and I would love to invite you to really drop anything that feels complicated, that might be a block, into simply a joyful, playful experience with light language. Because I love to demystify kind of like more, I would say, advanced spiritual concept, and to make it tangible and easy to embody. Because I really truly believe that it's easy to embody our multidimensionality, right? So we were born for this. So when it comes to light language, to me, it is probably one of the most powerful key for everything. It's like the thing you can use for everything. And so it comes in different stages. So one of my goals from now on is to have this like big, strong, buff body, because I come from 4 years of chronic pain when I could barely move my body, barely walk, barely exercise, and it just got healed in February, so it's very recent, so it's kind of like a revenge. So what happens is that I go back to yoga, and it's not the athletic yoga I used to do, and it is very humbling. But this is the same process with spiritual awakening, embodying dragon codes, embodying light language, embodying your gift. To start with, it feels like it's coming and going. We feel awkward. It's not really responding. We cannot stay there. The body feels weak. The mind is all over. We feel again imposter syndrome. And it's like going to yoga. It's like going to the gym. We start, we feel we suck, but then we stick to it, and then we get better at it. It's quite simple. So just practice. And when it comes to activating dragon codes, to activating light language, your gifts, your mission, it is the same. Don't allow yourself to be defeated because a weight feels too heavy. Just lift it more often, more regularly. Massage your bicep, and then you'll be able to lift like all the kgs you want to lift. It's the same with the embodiment of your beautiful multidimensional self, and light language becomes so handy for that. So when I first reactivated my light language, I did not like it. It felt really bizarre. I was very ashamed. I was very afraid that my ex-husband would find out, because he was really against me expressing my spirituality, like heavily. This is why we got divorced. Because no way anyone was blocking Horizon. We have very good friends. But it is weird because it's a new practice. So if we start, I did some pottery classes and it felt really bizarre, but after a while I've got like this really awkward looking cup, and it feels like delicious to drink my cacao in it every day. It's like such a victory, I mean, it looks so ugly, but I love it. And with the light language, it's like that. Just sit with the discomfort and embody bold bravery. The shower is great. Close the curtains, lock the door, and light language, the secret of your bedroom. But light language does not happen in conscious, just like through quantum travels. It's like light language happens because we open our freaking mouth and like this. So of course it's going to be more confronting, because all of a sudden you're going to start speaking in tongues and languages that is it's very familiar and also very strange for your human. And this is this mix of everything that is like, whoa, what is happening? To me, the way I teach about light language is like I can speak in 1 minute a light language that would take me an hour to explain on a frequency level. It is frequency, it's like codes. And so when we speak our own light language, we don't actually need to know what it is. Again, we can go to the gym and just do like our cute little exercise and feel very satisfied with it. But if we want to be a bodybuilder, that's another game. We train for it. So we can end up understanding all the light language we speak and that other people speak. Yes, it's like not necessarily like a pure translation, English to French to Spanish, but it's like a inner knowing of the codex that it is and what is happening. So this is what we get better at it. So again, it's never ending the progress. But when we start, it's important to feel with the body and to allow the light language to simply come out of the mouth. And as we feel into the body, we can feel that there is some recalibration that happens, because the light language, as we allow it to happen, we actually channel our infinite soul, our higher self, our oversoul network, which knows exactly what we need right now. So maybe our soul can perceive that our human is going through grief, deep grief, because someone passed, Or maybe the soul can perceive that the human is again like chewing some form of like time scarcity or lack of energy, lack of purpose, lack of money, whatever. And so when the soul feels that, we give permission through light language for the soul to infuse our body, our emotional system, and our mind with this, all of this recalibration, this healing, but also this love that says it's okay, you've got this, and so much more. So I have experienced profound transformation in light language when I would have tears rolling down my eyes, and I did not know what was happening. It was profound inner child healing or ancestral healing. And as I speak it and I feel it in my body, I allow the emotional system to be so open that the emotions flow and the mind is not attached to what it means. It is a process that's happening within the field of God's grace and within my own divinity, and my soul knows what it is doing. And so at times the light language is so lovely and effortless, and we feel like we are helped by the angels, and at times it's like a destroying dragon that comes to literally recalibrate some things that we are so entangled into, we don't know how to free ourselves from that, so certain things, you know? So the light language is one of the most powerful tools you can use for your ascension, like hands up, like honestly, because you don't need anyone. You don't need to go see a healer, a psychic, a channel, and here I am, not promoting any of us. This is how I work, so I think go for it. Like literally, you can use your light language to do that. But of course, when you come and see us, we go to the next level, huh? Keep saying. Because you know what I mean? It's like this everyday connection that you can do with yourself that gives you some form of empowerment that you've got this. And it's not conscious, it's not mental, but it's energetic, and you will feel it. You feel like the soul leads the way. The soul is reactivating dormant memories, because when the light language is spoken, it goes within the quantum field. And as we speak it and as we hear it, it reawakens dormant memories within ourselves of other lifetimes, or it heals some wounds and trauma from the horizontal line, ancestral timelines, inner child timelines, past life timelines. It can open up galactic memories. It opens up so much of our consciousness. But at times, and most of the time, we start and we just feel, okay, I'm just going to sit in front of my altar, or if I don't have an altar, a garden or whatever, and I'm just going to breathe, and I'm just going to go like, and feel it. And then you just feel it and you observe it. Maybe you want to journal about it. This is how I felt. It felt awkward. It felt good. I felt it was going there. Somehow my mind was thinking of that. I was speaking the light language. I really wonder how that's related. And we just leave it curious. We don't try to analyze and find answers straight away. But we can continue channeling. After we speak light language, we can use a pen and paper as automated writing. So the channeling continues, and we can have a little bit more, inner work that happens and downloads about ourselves through this light language, because it opened up something and it is available for us to remember then. And then we go out about in our days, perceiving how we feel, and like God and the universe is just going to bring some signs, and this is part of more switched on consciousness, when you see that really everything is happening for you. And then from this place, you continue stabilizing in the joy of speaking your soul's language. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, like my soul is speaking through my divine body. How freaking amazing. This is happy. This is exciting. So you reconnect like this with a feel of joy and curiosity. Please do not hook on, I must know what it means and so on, because that comes after. That comes through frequency and inner knowing. And then that's one thing. When we first start, I always recommend just use it like that. And you can use it. I use it as I walk. I use it as I swim, as I wash the dishes, as I talk to my dog. I use it all the time. At times I start speaking to people and I was like, oh, it's not English or French. And I switch back. So light language just becomes so normal. It's demystified. We're very comfortable with it. And then it's another level, it's another level of enjoyment with that. Something we can obviously do is intention, the power of intention. So we could feel, for example, when I had so many issues with my physical body and I was in so much chronic pain, at times I would be so desperate that there was nothing in terms of spiritual work I felt I could do that was working, that was helping. And also, like physical therapy, nothing was there. So I would just lie down on my back like that and I would have tears coming. But it's like I would just speak light language. And I would speak light language to my spine, to the illness, to the pain, and I would speak light language. And at times the light language was an angry light language. How fucking dare you continue invading my body like this? I've had enough of you, go away. But at times the light language was soothing. It's like, I want to know why you're there. Like, teach me something. I send you so much love, body. You're going through so much, body. So if you have physical issues with your body, feel the body part and speak light language to that. You can set an intention or allow the light language to be the intention itself. Like I have a student who's had chronic pains for years and she started work with me a few months ago. It's completely gone. And finally, she's shedding the weight that had been congesting her body and consciousness for so long. And she said light language was one of the biggest key for her because she finally feels that she has a tool to heal herself when she's tried everything. You can talk to the parasite, you can talk to the like whatever, whatever part of your body and speak with an open heart and allow light language to operate as a healer in itself. Your soul heals your body. It's so sovereign, There is also light language can be used for everything. If you want to manifest the love of your life, like trips or money or like whatever, you set an intention and you speak into the light language and you feel into the essence of it and the joys that flow through it. And you feel this version of you already embodying this lifetime and how much it turns you on. And the light language becomes like, it's just so exciting. And so this is why I love using light language for soul mission template, because the way we work is we teach that a soul mission is us becomes one. It's like we are a vehicle for our bigger purpose. And our bigger purpose, we have actually worked on grounding our purpose, on manifesting our purpose through many lifetimes, not just this one. In ancient civilization, we were already working with our soul mission frequency. We are working with our soul mission frequency when we are a mother, when we are a daughter, when we are a friend, when we go grocery shopping. Soul mission is not just work. But if we narrow that down to soul mission, we can understand that we are the mission and the mission is us, and we have been chosen, but we also have said yes to be the ambassador in physicality of our high council of light and our soul mission. So we co-create with many advanced beings of the light, high council of light, yes, but we're the one who has the body. We are the one who can write an email, sign up for, like a mentor, travel to Ibiza to attend the retreat. We are the one that has the body to do things, And so when we start speaking light language and we actually remember that, we can feel and tap into the ninth dimensional field. Ninth dimensional field is really like where our high council, our soul, and the frequency field of our mission are one. And we channel from that and it comes through our body, and therefore it becomes so much easier to feel that we are already living on purpose. Because I would be curious, that I'm asking you directly, but I know that many people is through life feeling that they're still not sure what they're supposed to be doing, It's like they like what they do, they know they're doing great, but there is something more. I'm here for something bigger. When we speak light language and perceive that the light language is flowing from the vertical axis of our sovereign divinity through the field of our soul mission and high council of light, and we actually allow this frequency to come through our voice in this current reality, then we activate it already, and we can feel so much more relaxed about the fact that we are doing it, because these light language are codes. So they activate, and I'm sure that coming here was due to the fact that I speak light language a lot, connecting to my soul mission. I literally give permission to my soul mission, which is coming from God's light. God says, I need, you to do this, and I surrender to it. And so as I speak this, it's like I direct the quantum field from this very high frequency, but it does not come from a place of forcing things. It comes from a place of saying, I'm here, I'm doing it, and whatever God wants to bring this way to help me access the next level of my divine service on the planet, I'm ready for it. But as you speak like language, it bypasses the limitations of the mind. So if you're not sure who you are, what you're here to be doing, if you have imposter syndrome, unworthiness, doubts, fears, if you procrastinate, light language freaking everything all the time. With the intention of this light language, really it acts as keys of my evolution and my service on planet Earth. And it works. It's like a technology. Also, what is coming in the field is that so many of us have been traumatized around throat and voice chakra, Now, we should have been very, very affected in this lifetime. They shouldn't say this. You shouldn't talk like that. Oh, God, And because we have to be polite, But it also goes from like trauma in past lives, ancestral trauma and the rest, of course. But being able to really allow our throat chakra to joyfully and innocently recalibrate through a light language is so profoundly healing, because we might be terrified to proclaim and to say to our partner, to our community, to our parents, well, I'm coming out of the galactic closet, I'm an alien dragon here to change humanity. It's actually pretty like, I don't feel like saying it. Or at times we feel like, I just had enough of that person. Love and life on how it's so freaking annoying. Just go away. It's like, I'm polite, I'm smiling, love and light, she's a teacher, amazing. In all of these situations. And so like we need to be decent human, So we do that. But then when we can light language after, it can be so healing, because the throat chakra and some aspect of our inner child or like higher consciousness does not feel repressed. We feel like we can speak our truth without affecting negatively, because then we can go and we can set up a ritual and we can light up a candle or whatever and create a space in saying like, this light language I'm sharing is like me expressing my boundaries, me expressing my truth. And it is not to attack another person, I know better than that, but it is staying in the sacred sanctuary of my own embodiment, the embodiment of my multidimensional soul. And I need to reactivate my voice. I need to be able to just speak the truth that wants to flow through me. And it is very challenging to say that in human words. So I will say that in light language. And the soul is like, fuck yeah. And then we can feel it. And there's this cathartic release of emotion because we are there for ourselves. I feel like my angelic rings wrapping around myself. Like, good. So with the light language, we can have so much healing around the voice. If you aspire also to, or if you're an artist who loves using your voice when you speak light language, it's going to open up your voice to even more like refinements of the tonalities and the way you connect to people's heart. Because we're going to do an exercise after, and you're all going to light language. I see you all. If anyone leaves the room, I will come as a dragon. Or she's coming. She doesn't know what she's signing up for. No, I'm joking. But like stay, like we're going to be playful. We're going to embody bold bravery. And when I started doing that, I would pair my students, even new ones. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do it. So I say, I don't care. You need to do it. I come with, like galactic dominatrix. It's one of my avatar. It's funny. Usually I do that for myself, but at times it's like, I can see you want to like run away, but let's be playful, right? So when we can really release the tension of knowing, of doing it right, then we can really enjoy light language. Because it comes also against what a lot of us have learned at school. We need to study and have pass the exam, and when we come to Ascension and we have like mentors and things like that, oh my God, like, what if I don't do it right? What if I don't light language right? Babe, there's nothing like that. You cannot light language wrong. There's not a thing. It never happens. Yes. You're never gonna do you wrong. Like you can't. even when you hate on yourself, a part of you still needs that to fucking wake up so you stop doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, you cannot do you wrong. You cannot do your mission wrong. All of that is plugins from false authority templates that come from long metric inverted system. So when we light language, we dismantle all of that. I am my own sovereign being, my own authority, my own guide, my own healer, my own mentor, my own everything. And I connect to other people. I have many mentors. I have many friends I do healing with and things like that, because people are different fractals of God, and they're going to see me differently. And they're going to see certain aspects that I don't see. So this is why we go see mentors. We don't go see mentors because they know better and they're going to save us. But we go see mentors and healers and channels because they have a certain connection to a fractal. I see God as a gigantic diamond, and I might be here and I have aspect to that facet of the diamond. I channel from there, I channel from there. But you are here, you're here, you're here, you're here. So I love going there, and see other ways to connect to God's light. So when you do your light language, you connect so strongly to your own sovereign blueprint. It becomes so much easier to navigate through life. There is less comparison, but also less of, she's already doing it, that girl over there, so why me? I was talking to my sister. My sister joined me yesterday, first time that ever do this. We hadn't seen each other in 6 years, so it's big. And then she trained as a doula, but she doesn't work as a doula. And we were talking this morning, I was like, why don't you train as a doula? Well, there are hundreds and thousands of doula now in Belgium, so why me? And I looked at her, what the fuck not you? You home birthed 4 children, you nearly died with the last one. You moved to Africa and all these crazy countries with all of the kids. You have homeschooled them. If not you, who? You see, so that is what a lot of us chew on. It's resistance and procrastination. So most of the time, it's actually not the dark side of the force blocking us. It is us. It's like you have a unique story, a unique blueprint as a human that resonates with people. And we need you. We need you because there is no one that's going to speak and touch the heart of your community as you do. You could be sharing exact same thing in an hour as I do word by word, but the frequency is going to be completely different. People are going to receive differently. So when you work with your light language, you stabilize into that, and there is not so much more need to constantly try to rewire belief system and do so much like, oh my God, what's wrong with me kind of thing, you know? Of course, this is a codex that we still need to touch on, you know, often, but you know what I mean? It comes so much more from a place of embodiment and relaxation. Oh, okay, so I can sit in front of people and sharing something, even if they have already heard about light language. If they are, maybe they get something. If they don't get something, that's all good because I would have tried. I would have showed up, you know? I give my best. And when you work with your light language, you stabilize into your own sovereignty like this. When it comes from such a place of grounded humility, but it's humble power. It's realizing that God speaks through you in unique tongues. God has some codes to share with the world, and you have the voice, you have the body. And so therefore, it's an act of service to others. If you are a healer, I know many of you like do quantum healing, sound healing, and all sorts of these amazing facilities. Light language can be added to everything. Everything. There's no limitation. I have a student who is an artist. She's incredible. She used to be DJ, and now she's an artist, and she creates this extraordinary sculpture within paintings. And now she can use these stories and light language to activate a full experience. So people, it's not only looking at her art, it's also listening and hearing things, you know? It's like an entire world that she creates. So you can add the light language to everything that you do. So it's funny when you hear someone speaking a light language and it sounds familiar. Does my light language sound familiar a bit? Kind of? Yeah, right? It awakens a part of you. So now I'm gonna Shamareto. So I speak like language like that because it recalibrates, because we are telepathically connected to you and we feel what's needed. We would love to open the floor to questions if you have any questions before we go more into embodiment practices. Would anyone have a question? Very good. Okay, great. Thank you. Krashamote. So now what we're going to do is, do you have a... Oh yeah, that was great. Well, go for it. Okay. Yes, excellent. Thank you. I thought there were questions. I was like, oh, I was wrong.
Sorry. A very limited experience with line language. And it was about 3 years ago. And my friend had shown me once and something very beautiful had come through. The next time I tried it by myself, something really dark came through. I was making noises with my throat. I didn't know what possible. Be aware that I could be casting spells. So my question would be, how do you differentiate when something's coming through that you don't know what you're saying? The first time felt beautiful. It felt like I was singing, and the second time I was like, what am I casting?
Yes.
And I guess the question is, once you've opened that portal, how do you differentiate what can come through?
Excellent. This is such a good question. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's going to bring so much more depth to this. Okay, so I want to demonstrate something. And then you're going to tell me.
On aran uncrat an uncret aniatre puntorax aratsunua e ancheatre pores aniatre tora soha riatra potra sohane tiakrat aras mutie cret goras natre to ores fosarats eserets narats krat.
Love and light and fluffy?
I think so. The deep dark shit.
Is it of the light though? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's like, how dare you think that darkness can come from your fucking infinite soul? You are the light of God. Everything that comes through your mouth, when done with the intention of love, when done from purity, is of the light. What comes into the vortex is the fears, goosebump risings. Oh my God, this is so dark. Her voice is so dark. She's connecting to darkness. It dismantles the fears and the entanglements to some belief systems that the dark forces are very dangerous and that they can demolish us. It alchemizes that. It's so profound because shamanic light language, dragon light language, inner earth languages is not cute, light, and fluffy. You have many shamanic codes inside of you, and you have all of the voice that can take people deep. But it extracts the density because as you relax in your body, feel, and you can always, and actually recommend that if it feels good for you, you can always do like some form of a ritual and preparation with intention. You can light a candle, you feel your connection to your heart, to Gaia, to the universe, whatever you want to do it. And you say, okay, so now I activate my language from a place of love. And if there is anything in my light language that is nasty, it's not gonna go out. Like it's gonna be like this. I ask, my team of light to help me with this. And so the intention is there, so it can reassure you. It can reassure the human and the human mind. And so therefore, as you start the light language, you can relax because what happens is that it's so deep, it's so intense that it meets up some friction point within ourselves about our intensity. Don't be too intense. Gonna scare people away. Or like, ooh, you're too much. You shouldn't say this, you shouldn't do that, it's too much, you're gonna, whatever. It's like, let's light language that by being, full in the expression of that. And the intention of doing that for self-alchemy, self-transmutation from the field of love then allows us to reconcile this aspect of your multidimensionality that are knocking at the door because they want our intensity. Because our intensity is our fire. You know, as electric beings, we are electric beings, right? We know this. We use a very minimum of our capacity. This is one of the reasons the inverted matrix is there, to help us not burst and combust because we don't know how to handle our power. So we have to be kind of like, you know, if a child runs free and has absolutely no awareness, he can burn a house down and go drown into the sea, whatever. Like, parents know very well that children stop framing. Humanity is moving from childhood to teenagers. What are teenagers? I have two. How dare you say this to me? Don't even look at me. I haven't had my breakfast. I need to have food before you can talk to me.
She's going to go there and drink my tea alone. Beautiful.
So this is really humanity coming into the teenage year of fuck the system, fuck everything. And teenage, we need to rebel. As you know, as humanity, we need to rebel. As teenagers and as humans, we have this, and this light language that is profound is often a light language that feels so dark because it's a light language. Or you just fuck off my face. I haven't had my breakfast, so you get off my face, and when I have had my breakfast, you can address me, okay? So moving from teenager to adult is actually taking a breath and saying it, oh, Mom, I love you. Thank you for wanting to connect with me. Right now, I need to really have my space to eat my breakfast. I will be so happy to connect with you. Not there yet, but, you know. So the light language comes as exactly what we need to reconcile ourselves with certain aspect of ourselves. I would love to invite you and everyone that experienced that, because it has happened a lot to me as well. It's like journal about it after. I felt terrified because I feel the intention and purity of your heart, and I know all of that is you. The last thing we want is to cause damage to other people, is to harm other people, is to be a false light, to be infiltrated, you know? And I won't go down that line now, just many things that we could talk about that, but your intention is everything, your heart is everything, and you asking this question already shows who you are, so you're not going to do it. Because the people who do it, they don't ask themselves that question. They just fucking do the nasty things. They don't care about hurting humanity. Welcome to life, eh? But because you have this intention, can place a hand over your heart. Oh, great. My beautiful human has such high vibrational intention. Amazing. I'm going to reassure my human. We are doing this from a place of love. Yeah, yeah. We don't want to harm anyone. No. Okay, so what we're going to light language now, what we're going to bring through now, is somehow going to be freaking off the light, even if it feels really intense, right? Yeah. Can we reconcile with our intensity through this? Can we find playfulness? Yeah. And you have this kind of like conversation with your human. And then you practice this. The first times I started being reactivated to trance channeling, and my human self saw that it was a good idea. 2 weeks later, I had booked a stand at a festival, and I was supposed to do psychic healing. And I had spent so much money rebranding, do all of these things for psychic healing. Got activated in Arcturian trance channeling session, and I was like, fuck that, I'm just going to throw it all away. And I'm going to do trance channeling session at this festival, which was a music festival, and we had 2 tents for spiritual things, so it was not a spiritual festival. So I just wrote, on a pen and paper, it was like $18 for 1 hour session. 13 people in 2 days. I was fried. Got very big initiation, but one of them came through. And because I was not so conscious of what was going on, I started translating a dragon from Lemuria that was not nice. I could feel the thing on my spine, and I was literally, I could feel the saliva going. I was sweating, and I was like, what's happening? What's happening? It's not Arcturian. It's fucking dragon. It's dark as shit. And the guy was shaking like that, like, oh. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, what's happening? And then I continued translating. I just could not stop, as my body was taken over, like this dragon energy, which is one of my blueprints as well. I'm some dragon. I was like, oh my God. And then the thing stopped, and the guy was like, oh my God, it was amazing. What happened? I was like, never try channeling a dragon ever again. It's like that blueprint, I can co-create with it, but I trained it from the Arcturian, thank you very much. But I experienced it was terrifying. I don't know what's happening, and I couldn't stop it. And another lady just decided she was paralyzed. She was like this, because I used to do breath work, like Shakti breath work to activate that back in the days. And then within 10 minutes, I opened an eye like this to check on her. She's like, it's move, can't move. And I'm so hating her. It's like, what's happening? I'm paralyzed my clients. And then for the rest of the session, 45 minutes, I just spent like, and I was like doing like more like quantum healing to recalibrate, and she relaxed. And then her partner came and she was like, what happened? What's happening? And then I say to her, I was like, what is happening? And she's like, I took MDMA. So, okay, so big warning sign. Others like, do not drag. So I'm sharing this with you because it's like finding this playfulness, and also when it happens, allow it to happen. It's a force of life penetrating you, flowing through you, and it's like opening up yourself like, fuck yeah, I'm penetrated by God's light, flowing through my voice, it's fucking happening, bring it on. And then if you have any party codes in you, activate this fucking multidimensional party, they're all there dancing, and then I start singing light language. And then like this, and it becomes the whole thing. It's epic, you know? Like just let's have fun. Epic question. So practice. Go for it. And then journal. Yes, of course. And then I would love to know what time we have left. So 20 minutes. Thank you very much. Very good timekeeper.
Hi, I'd like to take this question a little step further. Thank you for asking it, and amazing answer. Thank you so much. What about some darkness dressed as light, especially when it's in fashion? So because it's now fashionable to do breath work or to do cacao or to do light language, and how can one distinguish and imposter?
Excellent.
Real.
Excellent.
Channeler.
Excellent. So I would love to invite some reframing around the way we place our consciousness when things like that happen, in a way that, okay, so I'm receiving from someone and that is not aligning. So there is no kind of like creation of a reality where the other person is of a false light trying to do something to us anymore. It's like, okay, so there is no alignment with that. And as there is no alignment with that, on a quantum level, I am not receiving it because there is no resonance. You know, the quantum law of resonance, which is also the law of attraction. With this reframing, there is no more of the frequency field of wondering who's right, who's wrong, who's more of the light than others, or infiltration or anything like that. It comes more from a place of sovereignty. Because, as a matter of fact, I really feel that a lot of practitioners out there that don't really know what they're doing are still coming from a beautiful place, because that was me. You know, at times, a very long time ago, after a yoga session, or like if I would go to a yoga workshop, I'm so psychic. I can see, you know, I could see so many things. I did not know how to adjust. And I would go to people, hi, I saw this about you, you know, and I can give you a reading. Oh, now it makes me want to vomit. You know, people text me, you know, oh, I tapped into your field and I can tell all of this about you. Love and light, and you back off. Yes. So it is really having also the understanding that people are learning, and we are learning through mistakes. And at times we are part of their fields when it's not so much mistakes. I really feel that most of the time it's coming from good intention. It's just a lack of education, a lot of training. This is why people train with me, just saying, because of precision and refinement. But when that happens, it's very valid, because I honestly don't listen to channels or anything like that. Very, very few, you know. I'm very selective. But when a field of information comes into my field, which is a lot around, you know, dark side of the fourth and things like that, none of it has ever resonated with me. I just don't see it as like that. It's not it's not something that aligns with me. I can see why people think like that. I understand it because of all of the things, but from my own codex, my own embodiment, my consciousness, the way I have co-created with so many different frequency fields during this lifetime and across time and this reality, I train people and educate people in a different way. So there is no more enslavement possible, there is no more fragmentation of consciousness, and there's no more fear that can reside in the field of people. We are unshakable force of God. But when we feel that someone shares is not in alignment with us, it's important to remember kind of like quantum physics and the quantum laws of the universe. Oh, that is not in resonance with me. That light language is making me feel uncomfortable. So actually there is a resonance because it's making me feel uncomfortable. Where is it in my body? Why do I feel uncomfortable? I feel uncomfortable because, there's just something there. Great. This person is offering me a beautiful gift of sovereignty. I just breathe. And I feel my body, and I feel my energetic as whole, and I feel the light of God, and I feel like it's simply bouncing back because there is no resonance. So what I just needed was to come back to the truth of my divinity, that nothing can be done to me against my divine will, that I am the light of God, and everything happens for me to elevate my consciousness in understanding every single friction that comes into my field is there to serve me to become more sovereign. So when there is a frequency that really feels misaligned, first, we can remember kind of like the science. There is no resonance, so it cannot do anything to me. But the other thing I love personally to do is I in my consciousness, I'm a roaring dark dragon. Oh, suck, you come here, my space. You think, no way, I don't want any of this shit. It just bounces off my dragon body. And in my field, I'm like that. I'm like, and I feel my claws, and I feel everything is like, and so therefore, I'm like, and my human is like, in my consciousness, I'm like this, and it lasts a split second. Like with the experience that I had yesterday and this morning with this really bizarre, still like so bizarre thing. I was like, what the fuck? And I used the dragon when I first started in the water, but it was the big one. It's like, fuck. This timeline of me still kind of like cultivating some form of victimhood around, I don't know how to handle money or like, whatever. It's like, it's done, I'm done with it. And then I swim and then I recalibrate and I light language. I'm open to reconnecting with a version of me who finds like finances and money handling and freaking spreadsheets so sexy. I'm turned on by it. I'm like, I stayed and want to make love to them. Yeah, that's who I am. And so you create the resonance with the higher frequency. Like when some people come in our field, I was like, oh, she's so cute. She's trying so hard, and it's not resonating with anything that person says. But I honor that person for trying. I honor her. She's showing up. She's showing up. And who am I to judge? Like many other people are receiving it. It's just like, especially if you're dragon, and if you have like a lot of like different galactic blueprints and things like that, often you can just see when people don't know what they talk about, right? You can just feel it. Or it's not embodied. Like you had a kid in school, they would look at the teacher like talking about ancient Egypt, saying, actually, this is not what happens because that's just who I am. And the teacher just smashed me in front of everyone. But this is the thing, is like the resonance is not there. It's not mine. I leave it out, but I also activate my protection, activate my sovereignty, and therefore I feel so safe within myself. I've got this. And also, of course, the last thing I want to mention around it before we go into the embodiment is that call your team of light. And like you can see Archangel Michael with his sword around you. You can see the blue avians flying. And you can see all our other beings like the Andromedans doing this secret geometry around you. And you can see all of the beings of the light with you. And it becomes like, I don't even have to do anything to doing all of it for me. So you're supported. You're not all alone doing the protection, the activation. Your team is there for that. They just ask. They just wait for you to ask. So ask continuously. I want this. Help. Okay. So epic questions. I will be available at lunchtime. And if you guys want to kind of hang around, I'm always happy to answer questions. But now I would love for you to pair up with someone without thinking, because we have 10 minutes left. So you're going to go and you're going to go there and you're going to take first, I'm going to keep you in a process. So no thinking, doing, action mode. So we can spread around here and on the grass, and we're going to do light language activation, because as you do this, you're going to be able to break free from so many limitations. So you pair up with someone, you sit in front of each other, or you can stand as well if you want. Activating playfulness. No talking yet, please. Now you look into each other. You look to each other. It's not really doing eye gazing. They're like, hey, you're my person. Let's do weird shit together. And then you connect your heart. Like you just feel like you're connecting from the heart, right? It's just like this is done from a place of love and playfulness. And, it's awesome. Awesome experience. And then you know each other's name, the one that starts with the letter closer to A, like from A to Z. So I know it's always the one gets picked up first. So the one that has the letter, like from A, first letter of the alphabet is going to start light languaging. And I want you to feel your throat chakra, your heart, your connection to your womb, your connection to Gaia, your connection to your soul and heart. And you really feel, and you both feel that you're doing this out of love for yourself, out of love for the other person, out of playfulness and activation of just more of your gifts, right? And as you are there, the person, you're going to connect, and I'm going to time for 2 minutes. And what's going to happen? You can do it with eyes closed or your eyes open. But I want you to light language. And the person receiving, what you're going to do is just feel it in your body. Don't think, feel it in your body, okay? You just feel it in your body, and then you're going to be able to give feedback, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Then we're going to pause in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish. Be in silence, please. Silence for a moment. Feel. In your body, feel. The person who received, please share how you felt. Just in a few words. Let's finish with words of appreciation before closing this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Silence. Chakrat samarito pietrikara. We observe silence. We reconnect to the body and the heart. We take a big breath in, pause on top of the inhale, and let go on the exhale. Feel your heart. And then open your eyes and the other person go on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's play. Just a little longer here.
And we're going to stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop now. Silence, please. Feel in your body. And now open your eyes and please share how you felt with your person. Amazing. We're going to stop here now on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Please stop. Silence for a moment. Feel in your body. Chamare topo creta arax aretopo pietra padrata concine tietre core sonera soha. Open your eyes, shed words of appreciation. We're going to gather back, and I just want to finish here. So much love. I'm so happy. All of you went for it. All of you did it. Let's big round of applause for all of us, all of you. Yes. We like language. Thank you, everyone. Of course, if you want to connect more on this with each other and practice more, go for it, because practice makes you perfect. To get big muscles, we hit the gym. To become more embodied in our light language, we light language. So if you enjoy it, just find friends here and say, can we light language like once a week, like a date, light language dates. But what I would like to share, to finish with, is that light language is very, very varied. So I had a student who was just doing like, like this. It's like, what's wrong with me? It's like Blue Avian, dude. It's like, and then it expands our language. But so if you feel like it's really weird, it's like, that's great. That's great. You know, it's perfect. Thank you, everyone, for playing. You're amazing. I really, really love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. May you continue having fun in life and light language and all of the things. I'll see you for lunch. Yes, of course. No more time, he says.
I was just wondering, can we figure out where is it coming from? Well, yeah, I just came up with some sounds. Yes. Still, yeah, in my gut, the
excellent. Yeah, that's great. And that's a great question to finish with, actually. So the more you do it, the more it's like an inner knowing. But also when you work on a multidimensional level to channel yourself and you rediscover past lives in Lemuria, Atlantis, Shambhala, Avalon, or whatever, or connected connections, because you are aware that you have had lives there or blueprints from there, then it can bring this conscious intellectual understanding of certain language. You know, you put pieces of the puzzles together, basically. And another thing is you can journal. And as you journal, you say, I would love to know what it's about, where it is coming from, and you just trust what comes like that. And the more you know it, the more you do it, the more you will know. You will feel it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
I just wanted to share as well that I have a Telegram channel, a free Telegram channel. I started a month and a half ago, and it's going great. Every day I share downloads about all of these kind of things, and so much more quantum geekery that I try to keep sexy. And I also offer like lots of gifts to that community. It's completely free, and you can always join if you like. It's a Telegram channel there, and I also run lots of free events and free things like that. Of course, I have many programs that you're welcome to sign up to, but I wanted to share just if you like my vibe, you can receive a lot. It's like a little bit like a daily meal in your pocket through Telegram. Thank you.
Your site, website.
Yeah, I have the website, the Instagram, the YouTube, the Spotify. Yeah.
So it's
goldenagespiritualministry.org.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm the most active on Instagram, I would say. goldenagespiritualministry.org.
Yeah, ministry.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Cendrine. That was amazing. Michael and I, we lived with someone that did light language many years ago, and it's actually been a joke in my family. They get me to take him off doing light language because I thought it was a load of shit. And so it's like they always do that light language thing that you did because they were doing bird sounds. And actually the way you explained it as well, like I'd never thought about it being like having vibration that is good for us. So I love that. I learned a lot and it was really beautiful with my partner Shannon. So I'm so happy after that. I love the dragon. Thank you so much. I look forward to staying in touch as well and enjoying lunch with you.
Thanks, certainly. Thank you.